What's up, everybody? This is Talkin All That Kazz, and I am DJ Kazzeo. I want to thank you for checking out this particular episode of Talkin All That Kazz. On this particular episode, I got another great interview that I conducted here on my radio show at 90.9 FM KHCC in Salinas, California. But before we get going with that, I want you to go to this address, djkazzeo.com, and connect with me on social media. Whether it's on my Facebook, on my Instagram, on my Twitter, or even if you go and subscribe to my Mixcloud channel, you can hear all my radio shows that I do in their entirety, music, commentary, and interviews. But this right here, Talkin All That Kazz, this is for just the interviews, okay? I want to thank everybody who checked out the first round of interviews that I put up. Now we're on to the second round. This particular round, I'm going to focus on 2019, but I'm going to sprinkle it in with some more current stuff too. So you never know what you're going to get. Just sit back, relax, and enjoy another edition of Talkin All That Kazz with me, DJ Kazzeo. That's right. It's 90.9 FM KHCC. Yours truly, Kazzeo.
Tommy Gotti.
And V-Dog and M. Not here.
That's
Not
right.
here.
But you know what? We got a special guest on the line. Guest, are you there?
Shan. Uh-oh, does he?
No,
there we go. Shan.
Yo, Shan.
Uh-oh.
What's going on here?
Here we go.
Let's see what we got here.
There we go.
Yo, Shan.
I'm here. I was about to say, y'all just clipped me off.
There we go. Now we got you.
Yes.
The new phone systems, man, you know, it takes a time to get used to everything,
Yes,
but
sir.
now we got you
You
on
know,
the line.
technology, always got to update yourself.
Yes, sir.
True that, man. True that. Yours truly, Kazz, right here. Of course, Scotty and V-Dog.
Wow. That's all right. Yeah, V-Dog, newcomer to this show, at least for a year, right?
Yes, sir.
Exactly. So these two guys, they want to talk to you. They got a lot of questions in store. So
I wouldn't say a lot, but yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
I'm
abundance.
going to let the new kids on the block take over for a second. Go ahead, guys.
Go ahead.
Well, okay, I'll start.
Talk to the
What's
legend.
up, Shan?
I'm chilling like a villain.
Chilling. So I'm seeing all the new record posts going on. You got a new album that just dropped, right?
Sure do. Called
Nice.
Balls Over Bullcrap.
That's
okay,
right. Nice.
all right.
Yes.
Yes,
we
he
are
realizes-
FM
yes,
radio. So
yes.
yeah.
Listen, I understand.
Yes,
I understand. I heard the bleeps going on,
There
but
you
I
go.
also know that y'all play some real music that
That's
have
true.
words and hooks to it.
Definitely.
That is
You know,
true.
while I was sitting on the phone, I was listening and I was hearing that
Okay.
y'all do at least play some things that have words that
Yes.
you can sit back and follow, some hip hop, as I call it.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice.
Nice. Well, yes, and I, V-Dog over here, just listened to your album as of last week. Bars Over Bull Crap, I guess I would say
There
BS.
you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yes.
Balls over bull crap.
All right, so that sounds good. It's
Appropriate enough.
definitely very, definitely a hip hop album for sure when I'm listening to it. But my if I have an issue, there's no issue with the album itself. It's that I can't find production credits or anything on there, or like because I noticed there are a few guests and I don't necessarily know who they are. Like I know Havoc's on the hook of Fake Thugs, for
Right.
example. But
And the other one is Saddam, because when you put it up on TuneCore, they don't give you many slots to put other things in there, you know. But
Okay.
most of the album is produced by me.
okay, that's what I was going to ask.
We
you.
were
Yeah.
wondering that. We were wondering that.
Yeah, most of the album is produced by me because
Okay.
I am a producer on the
Right.
other side of
Yes.
the trade. You know, remember I produced Snow, so
Yes.
I've been a producer for quite a minute now. And I just decided to jump back in because there's been a lot of things I've been hearing on the radio that's just not to my liking. I don't have to like it,
Right.
but I want to, you know, but if there's a whole generation that I come from, that if there's nothing there for us to listen to, that we have to listen to that. So I tried to fill a little void, you know, and just do some hip-hop from how I remember hip-hop being.
When you're recording this record, you did it knowing that you were trying to get it some radio play, so meaning that your production and maybe what you're talking about was going to be a little bit more radio friendly? Did you record it with
No,
that in your mind?
I don't have a lot of radio-friendly songs on there.
I listen, no.
I don't. I have one, maybe two radio-friendly songs out of 22 tracks.
Well, you could bleep all the cussing when you need to, and there's your radio friendly.
But I mean, when you're $1 million guy, they'll bleep it out.
Yeah.
You know, when you're a Lil Wayne, they'll bleep it out. But MC Shan, nope, we're just not going to play it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well,
And it's not like my whole vocabulary is full of asterisks.
Luckily, I'm good with Audacity, and I know how to reverse things.
Yeah.
I'm good with that one too. I'm familiar.
Yes. So who else? You said it was produced mostly by you. Who else?
Right. There's a track that Molly did, and
wow.
there's a track that Pete Long did.
Which ones?
Molly did that cocaine track.
Okay, that's interesting. You bring that up because that brings me to my next question. Good track, by the way, very personal. Now, I heard you interview on the the name escaped. Okay, here we go. The Murder Master Music Show. I heard you, on Blog Talk there, and you talked about how you openly. I don't know if I mean, you're pretty open about it. You've done.
Listen. You can. There's no questions barred from this interview. You can ask me anything. There's nothing to hide because I look at my experience as what made me who I am today.
Okay, awesome. So then, with that being said, you've talked about how you've openly done cocaine and crack. Now, is that something you still are doing, or is that something you've been off of? No. I have to ask because on the interview.
Yes, you can ask. Now, listen. What I'm saying is, if you can find crack nowadays, there's new drugs going on.
Okay.
You know what I mean? There's a whole bunch of new things. There's no, but when I was coming up, crack and cocaine was it for every artist. That was not every artist, but that was the drug of the day.
Okay.
I won't sit here and tell you who I've gotten high with.
Okay.
But I will tell you that I've gotten high.
Mm-hmm.
And anybody that can say they seen me getting high was getting high with me. So anybody that ever tells you, Shan did so-and-so, you know what I'm saying? They were there. I mean, but nobody could ever tell you that they actually witnessed me doing it. They might have said they seen me high, but they don't know what I was high on.
Okay. You
know what I'm saying? But evidently, back in those days, you had to be high on either coke or crack. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
but there's nobody that could personally, except for those that I would never mention their names, because not trying to take the heat off of me. Like I always say, I'll take that. Everybody wants to say Shan was the crackhead, Shan was the cokehead. I'll take that. I'll take that right to the chin. Bow. You know what I mean? But I'm not going to tell other people's business. If they want you to know their business, they will tell you their self. I'm just strong on my morals like that.
No, that's great, and that's actually wonderful that you are. But what I was wondering is, how do you control that, or how did you control that? Because you don't sound like like you've been, completely affected by it. You sound very stable, like someone who's maybe been off it for years. So that's because on the interview, the reason why I'm asking is because on the interview, you made it sound like you still do, and I'm like,
no, I don't do it anymore.
That's cool.
I don't do it anymore. You know what I'm saying? And it's been a long time since I've done it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so, but it's just like people are going to have their opinions anyway, because every time you turn around, somebody's talking about, Shan does crack. I wouldn't look as good as I do if I still did drugs.
Nice.
You understand?
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's like, if you want to look at me and look at some of these rappers and people of my era, I look 10 times better than you, so you should have done a little bit of drugs yourself. Cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think we can all kind of agree with that. Actually, live a little. That's I like that.
I mean, because if you see me nowadays, I still look young. I'm 52, going on 52 years old in 2 more months. And for me to look as good as I do at this age, come on, I'm not doing any drugs. And anybody that could just look and know what drug addicts look like, you would know.
All right, cool.
So you produce
and even at the time when I was doing drugs, all of my friends were drug dealers. I could go in and chip off of a brick if I wanted to, so it wasn't no need for me to be out in the streets and running behind drugs and things like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Got it.
definitely.
I knew people that had it, you know?
Nice.
Yes, so it was a lot of it going around, and everybody, like I said, everybody did it back in the days.
Okay.
Have you watched that the new show that you
Which
were
one?
Snow?
What-
Is that the
what
one
are
that you were watching? on the face?
Snowfall.
Snowfall. Have you been paying attention to that show that just came out, Snowfall?
No, I don't even know.
Oh, okay. It's supposed to be about that era, I guess.
Yeah.
The 80s and crack and stuff like
the
that.
Iran-Contra scandal and how that relates to it and all that. Yeah. But anyway.
So you were
Oh,
saying...
well, I know about how the scandal went on
Right.
with,
Yeah.
with Oliver North and
Yeah.
things
Yeah.
like that, supplying the Contras with weapons and things.
Yes.
So you said you produced most of the album. Did you record it yourself as well and mix engineering?
Recorded it in my own studio.
Nice.
I still got my own, I've broken down a lot of my equipment because it's unnecessary nowadays.
Yeah.
Because everything is computer generated.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of that equipment is sitting in my basement, and I look at it and I just count how much money I spent on this equipment, and you can't even trade it in nowadays.
Exactly. It's like
Nice.
10.
It's just sitting. It's
like-
just sitting in the basement in stacks and piles.
Yeah.
Wow.
They try to give you 10 cents to the dollar for everything now.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hey,
It's like
so-
I paid $4,000 for each G88 that I got, and I couldn't even sell it if I wanted to
Yeah.
right now.
Man.
Hey, yo, so last time we had you on, you didn't hold back when it came to talking about that group Migos.
Oh boy. Man.
Are there any groups out now, artists out now that you take issue with?
I don't have an issue with them. It's my opinion. And see, this is what goes on with a lot of this social media. It's like these writers think that they have the market cornered on opinions. They can write an opinion about anybody and everybody who they like, but let somebody like me say, well, like the last little scandal going on, Shan, this is Jay-Z's album or whatever. They totally mistook, and that was on the Murder Master. That
Yeah, I
started
listened to that
from
part,
the Murder
right.
Master music show. And it was just a little clip, and that was just me being the sarcastic Shan that I am. And anybody that knows me, see, these writers don't know me. But anybody who knows me know I'm always blunt with my words, say what I mean, and I'm not going to retract it, and I'm not going to take it back. Yes, there's some things that I felt that he could have said different.
Okay.
I mean, and what made me kind of ticked is that it's grown men coming to me, telling me about what another grown man told them to do. And it's like, I got to look at you like you're stupid. If he has to tell you as a grown man, and you're preaching his word as a grown man, oh, get your credit up, and you don't know this yourself, you're an idiot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's
when
true.
I was
Agreed.
22 and 25 making all this money with Snow, nobody couldn't tell me what to do with my money. There's a different way you got to come at that angle. Yeah, they're
That's
not
true.
into investments right now. But at this point in that game, tell them to get receipts. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Get receipts. Forget investing it right now because your mind is not on investing. Right now you're on throw the money in the strip club. Well, if you're going to throw the money in the strip club, get a receipt for it when you and write it off in your
Yep.
business.
Exactly.
That's
So
smart.
people want to get on me because I think that his advice was kind of crazy. I can think of 9,900 other things that I would have told these young people with all of this money. Starting with getting a good accountant.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so people want to say I'm stupid, but now look at yourself now for criticizing me when you don't even know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that's true.
There it is.
Yeah, well, okay, let's spin one last question, I think. To spin it on a positive note here, is there any artist you do like, underground or mainstream? I'm just wondering if who
When
you're
I'm
listening
in my
to.
creative mode, I shut myself off to the world outside.
Okay.
Because there's a thing when you're writing something, there's times where you can think that an idea was yours, and I've come across this in my career,
Right.
to where you think an idea is yours, and then when you finally put it down, you're like, hold on, I heard that somewhere before.
That's true.
So I shut myself off to what's going on around me. And at this point right now, with a lot of the rap music that's going on right now, it has no substance to me. It's way beneath my intellect. I can listen to it and get nothing from it.
Okay. All right.
You know, so I don't sit around listening to who's hot. You know, I don't go on the trend. I go on what I like.
Okay.
You know, so if somebody says, oh, the Migos is hot right now, I know what they're talking about already because they talk about it on every record, like every other one of these new artists. If you was to take and mix all of these records together, back to back to back, it would just be one long song. And I'm not being disrespectful to these young men.
No, it's very
You know
true.
what I'm saying? It's just what they haven't been taught.
Yeah, that's exactly
You know, and with them disrespecting and being non-acknowledgeable of the forefathers that came before them and what this hip-hop was built on, you can't expect them to sit there and say, oh, I'm going to go listen to an MC Shan record or something like that. You can't expect that because they're into what they're doing, and as far as they're concerned, MC Shan is an old head, which I wear that badge proudly.
Very good.
Right. Hey, so real quick, man, before we let you go, how can people catch up with MC Shan? Are you on Twitter? Are you on Instagram? Where are you at online?
I'm on Twitter, and I'm on Instagram, and I'm on Facebook. On Facebook, it's OGMC Shan. On Twitter, it's MC_Shan. And on Instagram, it's MC Shan with the number 1 at the end of it.
There you go.
And I got that new album out called Bars Over Bullcrap.
How can we get that?
Because we're on FM. You can get that on Google Play, iTunes, and appreciate y'all for letting me say this because it seems that since that little controversy with the 444, a lot of these hip-hop sites would rather pump that instead of saying, oh, Shan got a new album. They'd rather do the little girly thing and gossip like little girls.
No, that ain't us, man.
No.
That ain't us.
I didn't say it was. I'm just saying. So I appreciate y'all for letting me get it out that I do have a new album out. So before they would say Shan has a new album out, they'd rather jump on the fact that that interview that I did on Murder Master Music Show was more about my album. I don't want to talk about this dude's album. So sarcastically, I said what I said, and let's get on to what I do. So a 2-minute clip out of a whole hour-long interview playing my songs and getting insight on my album, they took that and just, you know, that's just what the media does nowadays. Like, they got the market cornered. But guess what? I've got the internet just the same as them, and so I could do my own shows and get my album out. And I've been appreciative to the radio because the radio has been messing with me. You know, I've been getting interviews on radio shows lately, a numerous amount. And it's been able for me to get my message out that there is a new MC Shan album out, because if I couldn't get it out this way, they would keep holding me low, you know?
Yeah, it definitely came under the radar, I'll be honest. And I was like, what, you got a new album out? Man, nobody said anything. Like, there's not even videos on YouTube. There's not even videos on YouTube.
They're too busy playing on that. They're too busy playing on that. Oh, Shan is saying, I've always said what I felt in my heart and in my brain. So it's like people say, oh, Shan's always dissing. That's because you don't know me. If you knew me, you'd know I say what I got to say, period. They used to just call me Shan Breakstone back in the days because, yo, I'm going to let you know what's on my mind. And I'd rather have you know what's on my mind because I don't want to go to sleep thinking, dag, I should have told him what I thought. Where he's walking away happy and feeling free, and I'm going to sleep thinking, dag, I should have told him what I really felt. I'm never going to go to sleep like that. So I'm going to say what I have to say and take it how you want to take it. If you want to spend sleepless nights worried about what I said and my opinion makes that much to you, then you go ahead and have sleepless nights. But I'm not going to just because I didn't say what I had to say.
That's all right.
Perfect sentiment right there, man. So, once again, the new album is called
Bars Over
Bullcrap.
That's right.
And it's available on Amazon, iTunes, Google Play, and all those sites
A
that you
bunch
get
of
music?
digital sites. Yes, it's a digital album. So if you want a hard copy CD of it, you have to burn it yourself.
There you go, man. So, we're gonna get into "Rock the Bridge," a little bit of a remix with some guitars over the classic, and
I did that with Sum 41. Sum 41 is a pop group out of Canada.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice. Well, hey, man, we definitely look forward to having you back on in the near future. So,
Appreciate you.
Gotti will definitely be in touch with you, and
Yes.
thanks again for taking the time tonight, man.
Thanks,
Yes.
Shan.
Thank you. And appreciate y'all for reaching out to me. Thank
sure.
you.
Peace.
Peace.
Appreciate you. Peace.